why everybody call them Wilcox with extraordinary concepts. Just trying to figure all this stuff out, all these video shit. So anyway, this is what I do. We're just talking about this. Empty seats, most expensive seat, full seats. That's what I do. I'm passionate. I'm good at it, and I can't not sleep without it. So we all want asses in the seats. So times are different. Times are different, people. They're really different. Today's reality. Today is reality. They're attached. See these? They're screens. All the screens. That's everybody's attached to their screen. These people attached to their screens. They're attached to their screens. This guy is attached to his screen. He loves his screen. That's like my son. She is attached to her screen. She's attached to her screen. The only thing that beats screen time is sleep. That's the only thing. While you're awake, the biggest thing that actually takes up your time is screen time. This guy, it's his fault. His fault. 2007, he made that thing. And that is not a phone. We call it a phone. It's a device. That's a screen. And that screen has changed the world. It's changed business. This guy, him too. He's fucked everything up too. You know, he's like, my little sheep, I've got you, you know, all that stuff. So, you know, language, you know, communication has changed. Viewing has changed. 5 billion views a day. 5 billion views a day on YouTube. YouTube is the #1 viewing platform. Beats out Netflix, beats out media. It is the #1 viewing platform, period, the end. That has changed. Attention span, this is a crazy one. Attention span, since that device, has dropped 3,300%. That's how little it is. It's 3 seconds or less is people's attention span. That is some crazy shit. They're on their screens. That's it. People have changed. More screens. They're on screens. That's where this world is. You know, everybody's worried like, hey, you know, I'm like, I don't want to get the COVID shot. They're going to put a chip in me. You carry the chip. You carry your chip, and you're not going to let it go. It doesn't even have to be in your skin. You know, you carry it around. So the front door. We were talking about the front door to your restaurant. There's now, I don't know if you knew about this, but there's 2 doors to this building. And this is the first door. That is the first door to your building. You will not go through that door first. You will not go through that door first. This is the first one you go through. 90% of the population goes through that door before they go through that one. And you have to be okay on that. So let's take a journey. Let's open that door and see how messy it is, okay? Opening that door, that's the digital door. This is all part of that digital door which goes onto that screen. All this stuff goes onto it. You know, websites, Facebook, Instagram, all this stuff. Ratings. So you're wondering, okay, hey, I got an empty restaurant. Like, where are my customers? Like, where are they? Like, really? I want to get my shit in front of them. Like, hey, Colin's doing this thing. You know, I think it's going to be really valuable. I'm going to send it out to these people, and they're going to see it. Like, where are these people? Okay? So you're wondering where are the people and how do I get in front of them? This is never going to change. Your people are right here. You are a geographical business. A geographical business is a brick and mortar business. And geographical business means 95% of your business is within a 5 to 10 mile radius, 95%. That's where they are. They're right there, you know? But we, being who we are, we do a non-geographical business approach. Like, hey, we'll just send the shit out. Let's just do it, you know? Let's do it. Everybody will see us. Yoo-hoo! You know, they're just scrolling through. It's a Hail Mary approach. So only 5% of the people that you actually send it to will actually see it, you know, or do something. And out of that 5%, only 5% will actually convert to a sale. So even if you'd sent 5%, this might be the 5%. They're not even in your circle. You know, I'm like, oh, hey, my friend from California likes me. Woo! You know, I'm like, you know. So now you've got your whole little marketing team going after it. I'm like, here we go. Social media. I'm like, this is your marketing team. Hey, don't forget videos. We got reels. How about food photos? You do the drink photos? You know, how about the hashtags? Don't forget SEOs and likes and comments and reviews. You got all that shit? You ready? So that's just, you know, you don't even know where the fuck to go with that. And then you get your website. You know, AI is going to do all this. It's going to change the way this is all doing, but it's still SEO, calendars, events, updates, all this stuff. So, you know, this is behind that red door. And then this is not necessarily a red door, but this is, hey, let's put out a table tent. That works, everybody. I mean, the A-frame. A-frames work, everybody put that out. They just walk by. They're 3,300% less attention. They just walk by. They're looking at the device, 3,300% less attention. They just walk on by. But you're still designing them, you print them, you install them, you're replacing them, you're doing all that work. Oh, well, I got it. We'll just do flyers. Flyers always work. No, they don't. They're not working. You know, you still design them, you're printing them, you know, you're placing them, all that kind of stuff. You're doing all that work. Oh, you got the table tents. You know, I call it table clutter. Still same thing. Design, print, place, lose them. Then you got to replace them again, and then you put them back on the table, you know. Emails. Here we go. We got emails. That will work. Emails actually do work a little bit. But you don't know. They're all just, you select all delete. But now, also with artificial intelligence, you're just going to say, just give me what I want. I don't want to listen to any other stuff. Just get rid of it, you know. So that's going to be also a challenge. But we also got the service, you know, the bartenders will tell everybody what's going on, you know. I'm not worried about that. No, this one right here, she just wants a shift drink. You know, he's bored, and they're wondering, well, like, what kind of promotion's going on here, you know? Yeah. You know, so what are they seeing? Are they even seeing anything? So this is your, you know, marketing department. You know, they're not even marketers. They're just restaurant people. They're like, come on. You're like, where am I? How am I going to get to these people? You know? So let's see what she's doing. She's going to open her phone. Like, who wants her attention? Let's just open her phone and say, boop. Right. You know, that's what she's got on her phone. This is, you know, she opens it up and then, oh, there you are, you're over here. Yeah. Don't forget me. You know, that's you, you know. Well, you got your followers. We got 10,000 followers. Nobody cares. Followers don't matter. Now the algorithms, I think it's in 2020 or 22, algorithms just do action. Wherever you go, it goes. It doesn't care about followers or any of that stuff, so it doesn't even matter. But even on average, 500 to 1,000 followers per person. Which is ridiculous. Yeah. Not me, but, you know, the younger people. Yeah. And then, so this is it. You know, these restaurants want your attention right now. If you're in the digital world, which you should be, on that digital door, you have to be the show, not the commercial. And it's just show. That's all. They just want to be entertained. Lobster Trap does a great job being the show. So this is you. Hey, you know, look at me. Come on, come on. You know, and this is them. Just stop. You know, there's just too much noise. Just stop. Don't forget these guys. There's these guys. They're in the play, you know. So they're all in there in that whole social media shit, you know. So, oh, poor dog. That's a sad looking dog, isn't it? You know. So they get all kinds of, you know, because it's such a sad dog. But that's fake. That's an image. It's an AI image. It's not even a real dog, you know. But people are all going like, oh my God, a poor little puppy, all that stuff. It's not even real. These videos, you know. So just for example, even if it's AI, this is AI, you know, it's making AI videos and it's talking to people like making comments, but you got 250,000 likes, you know, 10,000 comments. So what I see is 17,000 shares, you know. So what I see here is more eyes are on this than they are on you. Yeah. You know, so that's where the eyes are. They're there, not you. And so this one site, you know, 8 minutes ago, about an hour ago, 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 23 hours ago. So this is just pumping AI stuff in there, just pumping it in. Just give me views. It's all AI generated, all moving like a machine, and, you know, hundreds of videos, and people are like looking at it, commenting at it, you know, so they're sucking their eyes and their attention into this stuff when it could be on you. You know, so this is sort of where we'll get to, which is the digital hospitality portion. You know, so this is a very noisy area behind that red door. So this is what we think when we post to social media. So now we got our burger, it's coming out. We're just like, oh, look at that thing. You know, getting a nice, sexy, cool shot in there. You got a great burger. Like, that thing's awesome. Like, hey, everybody, woo, look at my burger, everybody. Look at it. You know, you're talking to this world. This is how you feel. Everybody's on social media like, look. You know, I'm like, this is my burger, you know. So what is really happening, you know, when you send that burger out? This is what's happening. It's that one guy, like, it's my buddy here, Steve. You know, hey, like, you know, that's what's really happening, you know. So then we have this, you know, and everybody loves this one. You got the Karens, you know, and you got to take care of the Karens, you know. Your fries suck, you know. I'm like, oh, Karen, I'm so sorry. My fries suck. You're right. I am so bad. I'm so bad, and I apologize so much to you and my fries, and how dare me put my fries out like that?
Well, so, not to mention, the other part too of that is people will take the time to write a negative.
Right, not positive, not at all. So the Karens, and then everybody jump on the Karen train, like, oh yeah, it's fries too suck, you know, like that kind of stuff. So again, that's it. But AI can help you also with that kind of stuff. So there's a brain explosion. There's just, there's a thing that's choice overload. There's just too much stuff, too much. People don't want that. And that's sort of where we come with the analog thing. We give them they don't have choices. They come in here and we give them what we think that we'd like. You're like, oh, I can rest my brain, But ironically, we have to do it. We have to do the red door. If you don't do the red door, that is your sign. You have to do that. So the analog door, that's this spot. But again, back to this. This is the screen. Everybody likes screens. Nobody's taking advantage of that in the analog space. Now you know how the digital space works and how noisy it is and all that kind of stuff. In a restaurant, any restaurant, 85% of the time, all restaurants play the same thing. I'll go out there, I'll go any restaurant, they're going to have the same stuff on their TVs. 85% of the time, it's just talking heads, 15% of the time, it's engaging content. People might want to do. And then out of that, only 50% of the people actually enjoy that content. They're just bright light fixtures. You walk in, it's just a bright light fixture. There's nothing worth looking at,
There's no data coming up to it to help.
No. So this is typically what it is. As you saw on the YouTube, everybody's cut the cord, So none of these, all these things are doing terrible as far as ratings and all that kind of stuff. So 7.5% is something that's actually engaging, typically. Unless you're a sports bar, you can make that a little bigger, but still, this is very, this is just nonsense. But we don't want to change. We're not changing, not us. We're going to leave the same shit on the TV. We're going to play the same shit on the TV. We're going to listen to the same music, every restaurant. Same channel for over 50 years. Same TV programming is on that TV for over 50 years. We've changed the TVs, made them all pretty, but the same programming on there. So we must change. We have to change. You think this is going to go on for 500 more years doing the same bullshit? It's not. We're empty. Digital hospitality. So now, because we understand that they love these gadgets, this digital stuff, these devices, why can't we engage them through those? So now we've got the digital, we see that. We got analog, we see that. Now we got these two screens right here. But they're separate. So this is off on its own. It's doing its own thing all by itself. This is the only thing we really have control of. We come in, we can do our stuff. We can turn the TVs. We have control here. We don't have control here. It's off doing its thing. It's a separation here. But the actual common denominator is these screens. They love them, they see them, they work together, and that's a common. So you can attract customers here, you got to retain them. That's where you build your business. You retain them right there. So you suck them together. You make them both work together. So this works here, that works there, and it's all just one beautiful thing. That's digital hospitality, where that is actually where you create digital content that works on both sides. So that looks fun. So hey, looking on the phone, that looks great. Let's go into that space. And then here's where you retain your customers and you get them into that analog door. So we've always built business from the inside out. And not many restaurants think about that. I think about that. I've only think about that. I've never, ever had my entire career a marketing budget. I've always built from one customer to another customer to another customer and so on. So you got to build from the inside out, and you got to use the tools from the inside. You got to still do the digital world, but you got to build one customer at a time, inside out. And then you got to pay attention to this right here. That's where your customers are. So you're asking yourself, where are my customers? Where are they? They're here. And out of this pie, 20% of those customers give you 80% of your revenue. Only 20% give you 80% of your revenue. The other 80% only produce 20% of your revenue. So those are the regulars, and these are the sometimers. I go there sometimes. Live in the I'm there sometimes, so you got to make these more timers. That's where your business is. That's where the money is. That's how you build your business. Regulars. It's not like I'm going to go get my business up here. I'm going to go up here and that's where the business is. No, it's right here, right in front of you, right next to you. You're going to make them more timers, make them stick. So now, same question. Where are my customers, and how do I get in front of them? They're right here. They're sitting in your seats. They're 100% your customers. Not guessing, those are your customers, there they are, and that is how you get in front of them. That's how you communicate to them. Digital hospitality, you make that work for them because they like that.
Yeah.
Sometimers, so you can go in a dining room and look around and you don't know if it's a regular or sometime, You have no idea, but they're in there. They are definitely sometimes in there. So over here is a strategic opportunity where you're actually teaching and talking to them, and over here is just wasted, wasted talking heads. So here's the opportunity. Now you take control of your screens. You create what you want to do as far as content and so on goes on. You make what it's, that. And it can be anything. So take control of your screens, period, You buy nachos, see you tomorrow, hypnotize them if you want, whatever it is. That's your screen. You can do whatever you want to them,
Now, are you just taking the screens, the TV screens, or would there be something, well, you'd have to get everybody's cell number, but like, I was just thinking like when we do the, sorry, I sneezed stuck. When we do the trivia, like that pad.
You can go to the cell phone and stuff like that, yeah.
Well, no, like the pad itself would be kind of cool. I don't know if he owns it, the guy who brings it.
Well, he does. The trivia guy brings those pads in. But there'll be things where you can interact with the phone. You can actually make it to your phone, so you can actually answer through your phone. Yeah. Those kind of things. So there is that kind of technology, but that is interior digital hospitality. But this is the TVs currently, but there are other things that manipulate. And that would manipulate both back and forth, the digital world and the analog world, But this is essentially, your goal is just to say, hey, hi everybody. I'm like, I would like to serve you. I would like this thing. So you have their attention because they're not paying attention to the other things. They're here and you're giving them what you want, And, she knows there's a whole lot of stuff going on here because she's been informed, And so now they become more timers. So the same party becomes more timers and there's stuff. There's engaging things on the TVs. And now these customers are coming more, There are no other customers. That's it. You guys just think like there's more than this. That's 5 to 10 mile radius. There is no more customers. That's your customer base. Yeah, I mean everything outside is just bonus, but that is your customers. So make them regulars. Bring all these things together and create this whole little circle. Now on this side, AI takes control of that. That's why that's crossed out. AI can control this, can manipulate it, can do things, it can search for all that, but when you're in digital, if you're on this side of the screen, AI can't mess with that. It's you. You're analog. You're doing that. You're creating that content. You're making that thing. So there's a very powerful tool to be on that side. It's really the only tool you have, honestly, to have control of, to talk to your customers and make sure that they understand and you're maintaining them. So what's the return on investment? They're like, oh, it's not much. So as far as the way you're doing it now, it's about $100 for just one minimal message. Like, here's a message, $100, thank you, it's gone. That's it, So return on investment, there is a return on investment. It's a very low return on investment. And then that's because this is a Hail Mary. You're just sending it to everybody in the world. And then if you want to pay for advertising, you can get a little more. That's what the 20% is. But if you're talking to your customers, 100% of your customers you're talking, they're here. You're my customer. You're actually purchasing something. I see you as a customer. That's 100% of your customers you're reaching. And then the engagement rate is higher because they're engaging. They're with you. And then so the conversion rate is higher, and so the money is higher. So the investment might be even a little more, but the return on investment is substantially higher. But then if you gamify it, so if you make it so this is a game, like, wow, I really like this. I'm enjoying it. I want to stick around. That's so funny, whatever that is. Then the return on investment is $1,100, 1,100%. Because 100% people you're talking to will get 100% engagement and much more conversion rate. You can actually do things to make them convert more. And so this is sort of the way the red door and the yellow door is. So this is the door, and that's their attention rate we talked about, 3 seconds. And so, so this is going like, but you're competing against other restaurants. They're not just scrolling by you, they're scrolling to everything else and you just keep scrolling. But on this side, you're giving them the content and it's just your content. And they only can see the content. And they hang out for 45 seconds. So it's a longer period of time they're actually seeing what you're doing. They're focused on you. So the retention rate is a lot longer. They hold that information longer when they leave. So the return on investment is 500 plus. Return on investment, and that's probably going. So we have to change. Time for us to change, or don't. We're gonna just keep doing what we're doing for another 50 years. This is all working, everybody. Look it's working.
Going back to rotary phone.
Right. Take control of your screens. Their device. People like them. They want them. They're looking at them all the time. New York is doing it. New York is taking control of their device. Look at their screens. Times Square. These are their screens. And what do they do at midnight? Boom, artwork.
Yeah.
This is what you got. This is the technology you can have right here. So people just fill up, just waiting for that art to come up. You know, New York, I mean, at midnight, it just fills up. Times Square fills up. You're like, wow. You know, more artwork. Times Square full just to see the artwork, all coordinated. That's what you got. You got screens. That's all it is. And then you got this right here, which is a portal. So she's looking through Island, and Island's looking at New York. And they're just live. Hey, what's going on in New York? You know, that kind of stuff. It's a portal. You got that. You got that technology. You can do all that. You can talk to Ireland. They can talk to you. It's a device. Why me? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why me, but I'm passionate, you know, and this is my logo, which is bringing people together, you know, this whole thing. If you flip it, it's all different people coming together. It's fire, water, earth, sun. I've been doing this. I love it. I love it. I love bringing people together. I have passion, success, and experience. The brand, you can brand your space here. You can inform the customers that are here. You can entertain the customers that are here through these devices. But you can retain them, which is most important. You want to retain the customers. I call it infotaining. You want to infotain them.
Now, can AI identify, say you're sitting there, can AI looks at all your customer receipts in easier
Sure.
way? So it's going through the
POS system, yeah.
Right? But it's going through, then it can see your regulars.
Yeah.
Right? So it can identify
What they eat, what they want,
yeah.
you know, all that stuff.
So
Yeah.
I guess my question is then you can customize your screen that they're coming in looking at.
Sure.
More towards the overall group.
Well, eventually, in AI, you're going to be able to customize your music. I mean, not too long from now, I think within that 5-year period, we will have our own music.
Yeah.
We'll have our own TV. We'll have our own shows. We'll have all our own content. And then you'll come in here and experience the audio and visual of your space, you know, and custom to the customer. And then there's a lab. There's actually, Livet is the biggest restaurant design company in the world. And they actually opened 3 restaurants. They're lab restaurants. And they have it entirely filled up with sensors, sight, temperature, hear, everything. I mean, and so it's completely censored, and it's got all AI, and they have a 30% bottom line in the restaurant industry, which is ridiculous. Plus, they have inexperienced staff. They're open from like morning till night, and it's just you know, a customer, if they know a customer is coming, and if the customer orders food, they know how close they are to the restaurant and when the food will actually be dropped. The food's dropped. They know where they're going to go and be sat. They know where they're sitting, everything. So they don't have to do anything. It all happens, all seamlessly. And it just, I mean, they have cameras, they have everything. They know where people aren't sitting, where the traffic flow is. It's all a lab. They call it the lab. And they get all this data, all this information. So it's it's almost an automatic restaurant. So let me show you just some examples, and then we'll get you guys out of here. But this is called infotainment. So infotainment is, again, if we have these devices, we want people to stick around, you know, or they're just looking at talking heads. They're really not looking at it. So most restaurants don't do what I do or what you should do and break things into segments. They say Wednesday's down. I don't know why. Oh, when Thursday's down, we need to get Thursdays busier, you know. But I say, you know, no, we need to get, whatever, if this is a Friday, we need to get 12 busier. We got to bring this up. So all you want to do is just bring that up a little more. Bring that up a little more. Bring the segments of the day up a little more. So you can now, with your devices, schedule things to manipulate that time slot, to bring it up a little. May keep a person to stick around a little longer. Or we're starting to drop down on a Friday night. Like, why can't we just keep them here a little longer, you know? If I keep them here a little longer, then I'm going to make, you know, 10 grand, you know, that kind of stuff. So with the devices, you can schedule actually what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. And you can schedule it prior to get people ready for that. Same thing with this, you know, and we're just talking about a bunch of things, a bunch of different things that you can do, live shows and all this stuff. Show me the money, you know, everybody wants to see the money. So if I did a dwell time for 30 minutes more, that could increase your revenue by 15 to 25%. If people just stuck around for the 30 minutes more. Let's do quiz and tell. This is just an example of branding, informing, entertaining, and, you know, infotain. So this is the Lobster Trap. So that's their brand. So that's their style. That's what they're doing. So Lobster Trap trivia, quiz and tell. Let's play. So we got this. What band is playing this Saturday? I don't know, but I'm going to look at it and I want to answer the question. Do you know what band's playing this Saturday? Third Left. You think Third Left? Okay, let's check it out. Third Left. Good job. Good answer. Okay. But now, not only did you brand and entertain, you informed.
Yeah.
Now you know that Third Left is playing this Saturday. I love Third Left. Let's come this Saturday, you know. So what did Dave's, name is Chevy, C10?
Kristen. Or, no?
You want Kristen? Is that your final answer? Cooked.
Cooked.
Yeah. But now, not only do you know that, you know Dave has a C10. Now you're starting to be connected to Dave. Now you know Dave. Dave has I love that. I love those trucks too. Now I can start talking to Dave. So now you're sticking around. You're starting to get stuck. What only cost $1 on Thursday? Anybody? Nachos? Only $1 for nachos? Oh, oysters. But oysters, now you might be just walking around the restaurant and you're just going to see them like, oh, oysters. I want oysters. So you got oysters, that kind of stuff. So it's like a sizzling fajita. It's just a visual thing. So as silly as this may be, it actually has purpose, this coin, and then we'll get, so this coin will be explained later. But see a gold coin there?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we can go through this. So same thing, what's happening on Key West party. Key West party. Then who's playing the Key West party? The call. So now we're informing, we're doing trivia and that kind of stuff. And so these are I call these spontaneous rewards. Yeah. So it just pops up on the screen, and now hey, blue fish, new fish. So you get a cup of chowder, if you say that password. Yeah. But now you sort of see, okay, you might, like we gave away 20 cups of chowder. So that means people are engaged with the screen. Right. Or we didn't give anything away. Right. Or nobody even cared. So now that's just sort of a gauging thing in your analog building that you can now gauge how it's going, Take control of your screens. Hey, everybody?
Yeah. Well, like you were talking about before, though, I think as a customer in here, yeah, it could be sitting up on the same screen. It's not, you're going to lose the person's attention eventually, right? But
no,
if you kind of like, you did one over here about the chowder. And then you did one.
Oh, all things, but it's also, this is not like, we're not just watching this go. You're not sitting there watching. Nobody comes in here to sit and do this. Right. So you're going to have regular content, regular TV, watching sports, and then boop, it's going to disappear. And then that's going to come up and then disappear and then back to the regular thing. Yeah. So you don't know where or when it's going to come. It's just going to pop up. So this isn't like, hey, let's go sit down and watch this. Nobody's watching it, but they'll engage it if they see it, So this is the profitable items, so you have profitable items and you want to sort of, say, hey, buy my profitable items, So this is just like name this item. Name this item. Oh, so you're branding. Ooh, what is that? Any idea what that is?
That one looks like, I gotta go striped bass.
Striped bass! I'm actually in the mood for striped bass, Let's get some of that, But now you're just actually showing people, you're just doing a tour through the menu, Name this item. Orange cake?
Fruity mimosa.
Any idea? What do you got there?
That's gotta be fruity mimosa. Fruity mimosa or fruity pebble?
Peach Bellini.
Wow.
Yeah, but you want one, don't you?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I'm thirsty for one. I'll take one of those, whatever it was. But that's, again, you just sort of, it's infotainment. You're giving them information, you're entertaining them, and, a gold coin again.
Oh, there it is? Okay.
Name this item. What's that? Fish taco. Okay, the power of unexpected, so this is again, there's a stand. Yeah, all right, there's a gold coin. So if somebody booked a reservation, open table, I'm going to come in here on Saturday for my birthday, they'd say, okay, John Jones is coming in, they go on Facebook, John Jones is coming in, then we can actually, do this kind of stuff, put John Jones at 6 o'clock comes up, it's almost like the Jumbotron, like, yeah, that's me, it's my birthday, show me money. So this is affordable entertainment options. Now, if you have the infrastructure prepared for it, then you can do, you can have live entertainment, so actually have live entertainment from they're out of California and they're performing. They see you, you see them. I'm like, oh, this is great, Cool. Same with DJs. Plymouth DJs suck, These are the best DJs around. They got millions of followers, These are the DJs. You have them DJ your space, live, or they can even give you a recording and be like, that was great. There's not a DJ in the world that takes requests anymore, people. Like, I like DJs because they request. No, fuck you. They're not taking your requests. So have you figured out the coin yet?
The gold coin.
No idea. Take control of your screens. Show me the money. Okay, so this is digital assets. So all the shit we do in social media and that red door, all the stuff we do, like what do we do with it afterwards, you know? So repurpose it, you know, take that shit and repurpose it and put it on your TV. I call it the social media C. So you put, you know, a post up, and then what do you do with it? Just do. It just keeps going down. The more you post, you don't do anything with it. It's like the bottom. It's like 10 years ago, you know? So this is the social media C. It all drops down. Now you have to recreate that content instead of taking that content and repurposing it. You know, there you go, you're repurposing the content. Repurposing content. Show me money. Anticipation. So this is the anticipation. Are you anticipation on like, what is that coin?
It is. Yeah.
So this is called treasure hunt. So the treasure hunt is a $1,000 gift card. So you can win a $1,000 gift card. I would like to win a $1,000 gift card. So how do you do that? So you keep an eye out for the gold coin clues. Write them down and solve the puzzle. If you find the gold coin, you win $1,000. So that means, so if me and the owner, I talk to the owner and say, hey, let's hide the gold coin. Okay, it's going to be outside under this table. I'm going to put it there. Just me and him know about it, and then we do dialogue, hints on where that gold coin is. So as people see the gold coin, like, stand. Oh, you know, they take these things, and eventually they'll have a puzzle. If they can put the puzzle together, staff and everybody go like, well, what do you got? I got a thing, I got a this, like, what do you got? I'm like, I have no idea where the fuck it is. You know, then eventually they can put it together and say, I got it, let's go. You know, you get the gold coin. And now if you get that gold coin, you know, you do this big card and everybody's like, oh, hey, look at me, you know, we won the gold coin. But you say to that guy, all right, I'm not gonna, you know, you want $1,000, I'll give you the $1,000. I'm not gonna break it up into hundreds. You get a $1,000 gift card, or we can do even better than that. Let me do a $1,000 buffet for you, and you just invite your friends in the back. We'll give a big spread, all kinds of stuff. You can be the cat's meow, and you bring all your friends, and then this big party. I'm like, that's great. You know, and it only costs you an X amount of money in the food, not $1,000. And you got people drinking and all that kind of shit. Custom branded art. So if you just like sometimes like, I don't know, I don't want it. Like just put whatever the fuck you want on the TV. It could just be a still on the TV. Just make it art. Make anything you want, but you can customize it to be anything you want, you know. Just ask artificial intelligence. They'll make it. You know, we're in the restaurant. So this is, you know, just a tour of a restaurant. Not many people know about this room. But you can do we're in the restaurant. So you just go like this, like, we're in the restaurant. I have no fucking idea what that thing is. Oh, look at that, it's a table. I didn't even know they had that area, you know? Now you just introduced them in an area that you didn't even know they had, you know? Same thing with that, you know, not that you want to see a wooden fish, but now you know where the wooden fish is, you know? So you kind of just give them a tour of the restaurant without them actually touring the restaurant. Who? Host. You figure out where the gold coin is yet? Take control of your screens. Show me the money. You know, and this is, you know, if you increase one more customer, it comes in one more time, you know this, you get every customer to come in one more time for the year, you get $100,000. Digits for dinner, you know, so this is digits for dinner. So you got lotteries, everybody likes to win shit, right? So winning number, your driver's license number, there's the winning number. Okay. Take out your driver's license and match the numbers we pick, and you win a lobster. All right, everybody's got a driver's license, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just pull it out. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You're not ready, you don't even have your driver's license out.
I'll do it.
Pull your driver's license out. Get your driver's license, dig in there, man. Okay.
There you go.
Winning number. 5, 7, 9, 3? Anybody? Oh, winning number. Nothing. Well, we play at 5 p.m. every day, you know, so that just comes up. 5 p.m. every day, everybody's sitting down there like, oh, what's the fucking winning number? So now that's retaining, getting people to come in. They know 5 o'clock every Thursday, we're going to have digits for dinner, you know. Find the coin. You find the coin yet? No? So let me just kind of buzz through these. So selling space, this is the big one. Actually, I have a liquor, a branding company that sells liquor that he wants me to get involved with. He's putting these into these places because liquor, you know, I mean, just to get liquor in front of anybody, you know, here's my bottle, I want to bring it in, but like, who's going to sell it? You want me to sell it? No, I want you to sell it. And this is how they can sell it. Through all these programs, they can sponsor all this shit, you know. You can do all kinds of stuff with liquor vendors. So sell merchandise. You got new merchandise coming up, you put it up on the screen. Ooh, looking sharp, just things just bouncing around. Video clips and all that kind of stuff. So, you can do Brady brunch. So 10 to 2, we do Brady brunch. That means you're just showing old Patriots Super Bowl games, all the Brady contents, all that kind of stuff. Just, last clue, control your screens, show me the money. Gambling, more gambling, so this is, again, we'll just go through Chris. This is just another thing. Take 4 digits from your credit card or your driver's license, and then we give you there or there, and we'll give you cards. Doink, doink, doink. You just sort of say what kind of hand you got and blah, blah, blah. Congratulations. Play for every day, This is UGC, so free UGC, which is just user-generated content. And so, it's called Crushed It. Game's called Crushed It. They go online. Ooh, go to Instagram, Lobster Trap. Okay, I'm on the Lobster Trap Instagram. Find that post. There it is. And just write Crushed It. Write Crushed It. So you win a taco. Show it to your server. I won a taco. Just doing that. Not only does that, it just moves things around. So now that person that did the Crushed It's going to get more of their content because they're actually interacting now with the Lobster Trap and that kind of shit. Win a taco. You take pictures, community, building community, Lobster Trap shutout. She just retired. Hey, oh, we love her. More shutouts. Oh, the neighborhood. Yeah, let's go there. That circle, that 10-mile radius, that's your neighbor. That's your community. Be cool. There we go. Take control, man. These screens. Okay, that's it. We made it.